in continuation of the approach outlined by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin said, since the beginning of the Renaissance, ensuring the Omani cities, towns and villages. His Majesty the country's monarch started a royal Meet the People tour this year from Beit al-Baraka to the Wilayah of Bala in the Governorate of the Adak Hilyan. During his Meet the People tour, Sultan Qaboos will meet with his people to identify their needs and requirements in terms of services, as well as listening to their observations and proposals about developing such services and enhancing a role played by the governmental departments in delivering these services to different parts of the Sultanate within the framework of the comprehensive and sustainable development plans. Prior to the beginning of the royal motorcade from Beit al-Baraka, the Sultan met with top officials who are accompanying him on the tour. Among the directives were the upgrade of the services rendered by the state and the follow-up of all projects and programs according to the plans of development that were implemented or being implemented across the country. These directives aim at achieving further welfare and prosperity for the country and its citizens. Citizens from the wilayas of the Governorate of Adak Hilyan, where the convoy of Sultan Qaboos passed by before arriving to see al-Shamakat in the wilayah of Bala, lined up on both sides of the road, chanting patriotic anthems and welcoming songs, holding the Sultanate's flags, and welcoming banners. During the annual Meet the People tour, His Majesty the Sultan is accompanied by Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal al-Busati, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court, General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Mu'ammani, Minister of the Royal Office, Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud al-Man III, Chairman of the State Council, Sayyid Babar bin Saud bin Harib al-Busati, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, Sayyid Hamad bin Faisal al-Busati, Minister of Interior, Darwish bin Ismail al-Balushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, Nasser bin Hamad bin Hamid al-Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, Dr. Mubarak bin Saleh al-Kaburi, Special Advisor to His Majesty the Sultan, and Charlie bin Masood bin Ali al-Sunadi, Minister of the Commerce and Industry, Sheikh Saif bin Mohammed bin Saif al-Shababi, Minister of Housing, Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasir bin Abdullah al-Bakr, Minister of Manpower, Dr. Hamid bin Mohammed bin Salim al-Furtazes, Minister of Transport and Communications, Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed bin Said al-Saidi, Minister of Legal Affairs, and Hamid bin Nasir bin Hamad al-Maratsi, Minister of Tourism. It is worth mentioning that Sultan Qaboos bin Said gave his royal directives to hold a symposium on the development of small and medium enterprises SMEs to be held at Site al-Shamakat in the Wilayah of Bala. The symposium will shed light on the importance of assisting these enterprises to achieve the prospective economic growth, enhancing their capability to sustainably availing job opportunities for job seekers and encouraging youths to have their own businesses. The symposium will also focus on discussing the challenges facing entrepreneurs while trying to develop their enterprises, activating a role of these enterprises in increasing the contribution of the private sector in the development process, enhancing the initiative-taking spirit in identifying the feasible investment opportunities, promoting entrepreneurship culture, enhancing the individual and group positive participation by joining the labor market and focusing more on activating the added value economic activities. The royal directives stipulate that the outcomes of the symposium be part of the government action plan while implementing the current and future 5-year plans.